This episode is brought to you by Shopify. That's the sound of switching your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling. Harness the best converting checkout and same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Stop leaving sales on the table. Discover why millions trust Shopify to build, grow, and run their business. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech23.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and welcome to another motivational episode. And in today's motivational episode, this is something that I just it randomly popped in my mind, and I'm like, I don't watch these videos. I have no reason to watch these videos because I'm not into this type of stuff, but being a makeup artist, I don't know where that came from, but I know people are gonna be all like, where did that come from? I don't know. I think the one and only time I watched a makeup video, it was when my friend, she started doing YouTube videos, and of course, I'm gonna support, show love, watch the videos and stuff. That was the one and only time. I'm like, I remember when there was drama going on in the makeup community, and I was only watching that because one of my friends was talking about it. But other than that, I have no desires. When I see when people are promoting some makeup pills or makeup kits and all that stuff, it's a lot of business into it and stuff. I'm like, fam, people be out here becoming millionaires off of makeup. I'm like, hey yo, maybe I need to get in good with the makeup community and stuff and be hey, how do I start a business? Because I'm trying to be a millionaire. So I'm like, no, I'm saying them guys, when I hear them YouTubers or just any influencer, when they get into that stuff and then they sell out and they be making millions off of it, I'm like, from makeup? I'm like, hold on for a second. How is this even these guys be selling out in stores? So I'm like, it's crazy. But anyways, I guess more so talking to the smaller makeup artists, people in the world and stuff. No, it can't, but it's like that with anything. It's like that with being a musician. It's like that with being an actor. It's like that with you're gonna start off small, and the best, I feel obviously, the best place to go to promote, either if you got a kit or if you are an artist yourself, it's find people that that you can do your makeup stuff on, post that stuff on social media. That is because literally that's what social media is. It's there's that aspect of social media where people want to look good, okay? So if you post out a sunset vibe makeup tutorial or something, or what are some other things? A Gotham City to look like one of the villains. I'm saying there could even be that wild and outlandish makeup where it's you're doing stuff but I'm like, do something that's gonna draw attention. Do something that's just wild, but it's to really show off your skills in that community and stuff. But yeah, and the thing is, it's and it's the crazy thing about it is gonna attract people like me that's not even into that. Because I'm saying, if I see where they're all makeup to look like Forrest Whitaker or something, I'm like, how is that even possible? You know what? Nah, let me click on this video and see. But if you can pull that off, people are going to look at you and be like, hey, yo, you on to something right now. No, you are capable of some things. So, no, that's the thing, though. But what I was saying, it's you're going to start off small. People ain't going to know you. You just going to have to build up that portfolio and get your name out there. Get, your brand or your business or who you are as an artist, but get it out there, because there's that key word in it, is an artist. Whether you're it goes for you can place this situation with any other situation, whether you want to be a music artist, an acting artist, an artist where you're drawing paintings and pictures and stuff, content creating artist, what are some other forms of artists out there? A mechanic artist. I'm saying, you can place this with anything possible, but it's you're gonna start off small, but at some point in time, you're gonna get the looking around, and you're gonna be it's either, and the only reason why it'll be one of these situations is because you ain't doing nothing, but it's either gonna be you're gonna look around and you're gonna see all of the success sitting around you, what you build, what you accomplished, what you created. You're gonna see all of that stuff sitting around you, or you're gonna see nothing. And the only reason why you won't see nothing is because you're not doing nothing. So like that's the whole key to it all, is that you got to stay focused. You gotta stay busy. You cannot, because I wish that was stuff that was being told to me when I was being a content creator. It's like, you gotta stay focused and you gotta stay busy. If I had known that, fam, I probably would have been doubled, if not tripled, where I'm at with like followers, subscribers, views, and all that stuff. I probably would have been in a much more better position. But I ain't have nobody in my ear telling me like, oh, you gotta do this with content creating, you gotta do. And if it was, there was people trying to tell. It was more so people telling me what to do. And that's the thing where it's like, it should never be a situation where it's all like, no, don't do that form of makeup, no, you gotta do this, you gotta do, because this, the thing is though, it's like, even though I just said like I had nobody in my ear telling me the things that I need to do and stuff, but more so, I feel like there's like two different ways of going about it, where it's like there's going to be the people that's going to be motivating you, telling you, like, I guess, like giving you the tools to be who you want to be. Then there's going to be people that's going to be giving you tools to be what they want you to be. So it's like, you gotta like figure out, you know, like which, because I'm saying, if you do something that you don't want to do, you're gonna have to, and you get famous off of it, you stuck with it. You are stuck with that stuff. So that's why it's always best, do what you want to do what makes you happy, do what you like doing. So in the long run, you ain't looking and you're like, because I'm saying, if you look at actors or artists or whoever, if you look at some of those guys, like if they're like, oh, I didn't find no joy or whatever in the stuff that I was doing, then it's like, yeah, then it's like they had people in their ear telling them like, hey, do this is gonna sell. But then you see some people out there where it's like they're doing that stuff like all the way up until they're like in their elderly times. And it's like, look at like somebody like Betty White. You think she was in the business and not enjoying her? Like, fam, that she worked all the way up into her final few days. I'm telling you, same what music artists is. It's like if they didn't enjoy the stuff that they if they didn't enjoy the things that they were doing, they wouldn't have done it for so long. They would have stopped at some point in time, especially if it got to like their final few days on Earth. It's like, yeah, it's like, you know, they ain't gonna be doing that stuff forever. And so it's like, yeah, it's like, or because my thing is like, I know people will probably ask me like, do I like the stuff that I do? Of course I do. I'm not gonna be, you know, doing things that I'm not, and I don't enjoy it and stuff. So that's why it's like, no, you're gonna be a makeup artist. I was like, kind of got sidetracked a little bit. I wasn't even really talking on makeup anymore. But no, I'm saying like, if you want to like do that stuff, or do what you want to do and things, and it's like, yeah, then do that. But like, don't, if it's like something that's basic, do basic. If it's something that's mad difficult and challenging, people like mad difficult and challenging things, all right? You'll be surprised. Like, people love that. They love to, because if you sit down and think about it, you do some wild makeup tutorial, right? People will try to mimic that. They'll probably come up with a challenge and all these other things. Here it is. It's like you have became a trend because of one little video or one little picture, or you got a business going on. Because it's like, this is like, people gotta sit down and think about it. If you continue doing what you're doing, how can what you're doing stop? Like, how can it stop if you're, you know, if you're doing what you know, what you want to do, or what you're supposed to be doing and stuff? And I don't mean that into like, no, you're supposed to like do, like, just staying focused and staying busy. That's what you're supposed to do. But it's like with the things that you want to do. So like, it can be some dumb things, but like, as long as you stay focused and busy with it, bro, there's people out there that love dumb things. There's people out there that love smart things. There's people out there that love the basics, the most difficult and challenging things, something that's in the middle, like in the mid-range, where it's like it's basic, but there is a challenge to it, there is a twist to it and stuff. So yeah, it's like you can't look at something or be involved in something and then not doing nothing. Because if you ain't doing nothing, it's like, where are you going to go? Like, you can't just do one thing and then expect like, oh, it's like, I'm supposed to, you know, where's my followers at? Where's my likes at and stuff? Like, yeah, if you post your makeup tutorial or post your makeup whatever on social media, and then you only get like 5-10 likes or something. Don't let that. I feel like people, when they see things like that, they get discouraged by it. No, you're not doing enough. You gotta be like, fam, you gotta be doing things like on a daily basis, if not a few times a day. You know, you just got to keep doing stuff until like you've gotten to a point where you literally have no more space on the platform, or not platforms, but on like the devices that you're posting. So let's say if you have a computer and you got a web camera and all that stuff, and then you post like record as many videos where even if it's so little as talking on a product that you have, where it can be like from all the way to like one of those like brushes, or like what's the eyelash clipper thing, or curler. I don't know, bruh. This podcast episode is being done by a person that literally knows nothing about makeup. If somebody had asked me to do their makeup right now, I'm like, fam, I would slap some water and soap on their face, slap water to wash the soap away, and be like, wait, hold on, lotion up their face, get some Vaseline. I'm like, you don't want the face to look all dry or whatnot. And I'm like, that's what I do. I'm like, that's literally what I do. It may not be good, but that's all that I know. So I'm saying, like, but you're hearing this from somebody that's like, I believe in a person if they were to come to me and approach me and they needed my assistance on it. I'm like, fam, say less. I'm like, if you are dead serious about this, fam, I want to help you. I want to be that person where it's like, if you feel just like I was talking in the last, where it's like you don't feel that love. It's like, no, I'm like, if you strongly believe in this, I'm like, no, I want you to look at me where it's like, they really love what I'm doing. They really, they got respect and mad, like, love for what I'm doing and stuff. And I'm like, hey, if I gotta be your test person to like, I'm like, then so be it. Then I'm like, I, do what I need to do and stuff. But I'm like, it's like, all I ask for in return is an energy drink. Give me some C4 or some Red Bull or something. But I'm like, don't just be having, or like, yeah, I'm like, my conditions, if there was ever a time where somebody were to contact me and be like, oh, can you be my test? I'm like, do you have a TV or a laptop? Something where I can watch videos or a TV show. I'm like, but if not that, I'm like, fam, we need to talk. We need to communicate. We need to have conversations. Tell me a good old war story. I don't care what it's about. You sit down and tell me your whole biography of your life. But I can't just be sitting there in dead silence like this is like the 1700s or 1800s. And I'm standing there with some George Washington outfit on and I got somebody painting me for like 15 hours. Nah, we ain't doing that. We need some source of entertainment and things. They're like, oh, I got books. I'm like, I can't read no book and be sitting here. That's gonna make me tired and I'm gonna want to go to sleep. So I'm like, if that's the case, I'm like, nah. I'm like, give me an energy drink. So I'm like, okay, I'll read the book. When I start feeling tired, take a sip and all that stuff. But no, like the thing is, like with me, it's like I strongly support people on what their goals and dreams are, whether it's being a makeup artist or anything else in this world, where it's like, nah, it's like you don't deserve like that, the non-motivational people and stuff, where it's like there's people that's not motivating you on what you want to do. Like my thing is, that's another thing where it's like you might have haters, when it comes to that makeup stuff. There might be people out there where they'll tell you, oh, their makeup is uneven. Can makeup be uneven? I guess like in a way, like if one side may be darker than, I don't know, but I'm saying there's gonna be people out there that's gonna be hating. And at the end of the day, it's all like, so what? Let them hate. It's like, fam, you're doing what you want to do. If it ain't good, get good. But you have to do that for... I don't know if I heard like a car brake or what. It was like, maybe it's just... You ever get like those like high frequent noise? Maybe I'm going crazy. I don't know. But anyways, I'm like seeing notifications on my phone and stuff. Alright, anyways, moving on. But no, yeah, if you have hate, let them hate. So what? You know how many times I've gotten hate for the content creating stuff that I've done? And I'm still here till this day. I'm like, I might not be where I want to be at with content creating, but hey, at least I'm happy with where I'm at. So I'm like, I can't even be mad about that. I can't be upset about that. I'm like, hey, I'm chilling, So I feel like that's just overall the best thing, the best mindset to have in those situations. All right. So anyways, yeah. pretty much, I'm trying to think on how I can end this off. All right, so this is how I'm going to end this off. You know, if you are a starting makeup artist, get what you need to get, okay? You just sit down and, you know, roll out all that stuff like Macaulay Culkin did in Home Alone when he rolled out that piece of paper and he was going to think about how he was pretty much going to kill those guys. Because I'm like, all that stuff he did to them, he was going to kill them. That's not the case. We ain't talking about Macaulay Culkin or a good Christmas movie. We're talking about you being a makeup artist. Be the very best makeup artist that you can be. Not for others, but for yourself. There's going to be people that are going to say, you're not the best, you're not good at this, you're horrible, you're bad. They will say anything to demotivate you. They are not living in your brain. They're not seeing the bigger picture. And if they tell you, I see the bigger picture, but you're not going to be successful with how you're doing things, don't listen. Because my thing is this, you're going to be hearing from people. People will only say things like that if they're not doing anything themselves. And if a person is doing something themselves and they're saying something like that, they're not doing anything themselves. Trust me on that. If a person that usually gonna be saying some demotivating stuff, then yeah, they're not doing anything themselves. They're just sitting around being lazy, or you know, they're not a hard worker like you. But just overall, be a hard worker, and people will take notice of that. And they, you know, and if you get support from people, or no, not even if, when you get support from people, yeah, then you'll see, like, you know, oh, these people, that's like, they support, they're the hard workers, all right, so with whatever they're doing. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe, and if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. Make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And then that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.